We're having a show on Would You Rather. I thought I would start it off with a lightning round of Would You Rathers for you.
I'm in.
Perfect.
A good lightning round.
It's going to start easy. It's going to scale a little more difficult as we go.
Okay.
Pineapple or mango?
Pineapple.
Pizza or steak?
Pizza.
Drive-through or sit down?
Sit down.
Quincy Promise or Mason Greenwood?
Quincy.
Sean or Keith?
Welcome to the SorareAndrews show, where we talk fantasy football, but you never know. We'll start with the game, but we'll soon go astray on topic discussions fast replay. We'll analyze the teams, the formation and goals, but in no time we'll talk pressings. You on the roll, talking about our favorite foods and the shows we've seen. Our opinions aloud, and our voices on me. It's the SorareAndrews show. Anything goes, from football to rock and roll. We may start with the pitch, but it's just a small part. We'll venture off topic, let the conversation spark. It's the SorareAndrews show.
Hello and welcome in to the SorareAndrews show. I am Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdino on Sorare, joined as always on SorareAndrews by Andy Black on Sorare. Andy, that was not fair.
It was going to get better too.
It's like choosing between my two degenerate kids. But anyway, what were the other ones you had there?
Well, I was assuming that you were going to say Keith, so I was going to give Sean a free win. I was Sean or Mussolini.
Yep. That's not fair.
No, it's fair. It was. I wanted to make sure both of them got a W.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I will take Sean over Mussolini.
I had Sorare Data replace Harper.
Well, I'm contractually obligated to say one. One exists though, and the other one.
Sorare Data predicted lineups or Sorare predicted lineups.
That's what I say. ¿Por qué no los dos? Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Gavin, hey, Gavin, first on the podium. I don't think Gavin's been first yet. Congratulations. I like this one from Nixon. Would you rather Pranksy's Gallery or the button?
I don't need the button if I got Pranksy's Gallery. Well, no, I definitely.
I was just about to say it's the total opposite, man.
I'll take his gallery. Yeah.
I would too, but man, that gallery without the button.
And I would hire like a sweatshop worker,
literal button
an
pusher.
entire sweatshop to submit the lineups.
Ricardo Pellegrino, congratulations. You are also on the podium with Gavin and Nixon. Thank you, buddy. Toby, Mike Baston's here. Philly Dilly sold a card that I wanted to buy. I didn't know I wanted to buy this card until after they sold it, but I saw it and I was like, I would have bought that card. So anyway, I bought one from Andy instead. So Juju, what's up? Philly Dilly, what did you have? Would you rather have to do a show every day explaining how lineup projections work, or only win XP upgrades from loot boxes the rest of your time on Sorare? So what's funny is that Keith only gets XP upgrades and doesn't even have to do the lineup projection streams. So what's a little like weird about this question though, Andy, is that if I'm doing a show every day about lineup projections, then I become a content creator, and content creators don't just get XP boosts from boxes. So
Facts.
But maybe that is the true would you rather. Anyway, Vice 91, Kev Hurd, Surface, good morning. Nils, good evening. Jimmer's here. I had a feeling would you rather would perk up Jimmer's ear a little bit. Blue Tomatoes, what a nice, I don't know what that is. Tricot? Or is it a typo? I don't know. Would you, oh, here you go, Andy. Jim, I knew Jimmer would come locked and loaded here. Would you rather watch me...
That's why I was laughing.
This is why I need to
earlier.
read these before I put them on screen. But anyway, we go with it because it's here now. Would
Okay.
you rather watch Laird skin a pineapple naked? So, Andy, did you read this as the end result is a naked pineapple, or that I was naked skinning the pineapple?
Yeah, you are.
I'm okay. Or watch Sean try to eat himself out of an inflatable pool of chocolate, also naked.
I like chocolate. I'm a chocolate guy. So
There we
give me
go.
the
There we
chocolate.
go. All right.
Yeah.
And we've established mango over pineapple anyway. So
Right.
something that also needs to be skinned. Paul, would you rather compete in champions for big prizes or compete in third world trash leagues?
I love a trash league.
Yeah, you do. Even though you just sold a card to me from a trash league.
Yeah.
Anyway, konnichiwa, Mike. That's right. Yeah, Toby, what's up? Enrique, let's see. Oh, Tricut is a jersey. Did you know that? Okay. Anyway, also me. Anyway, Andy and I had absolutely nothing that we wanted to talk about today. And it's funny because it came 2 days after I received some feedback from somebody. They were like, it's amazing that you can like find something to talk about every day with Sorare. And I'm just like, yeah, it's pretty simple. And then today I just had nothing.
Yeah, you messaged me last night while I was doing other things, and then I saw it at like 10 p.m. and I was like, "Oh, Laird's already sleeping. I'll talk to him in the morning." And then I was busy this morning, and then you were like, I think you sent me a message at like 10, and you're like, "This is what we're doing," and I was like, "Okay."
I mean, very rarely does either direction of like, this is what we're doing, or we should talk about this ever respond. No, there's never a response that's like, nah, how about this other thing?
Right.
Which I'm sure everybody who watches this show regularly is shocked to hear.
Yeah, we're pretty agreeable.
There were some would you rathers on Twitter. Mike Basson said, Thursday is your day for not talking about Sorare very long, naked or not naked. Some would even call that dressed. Yeah. Where was this? Here we go. Surface had a few. That's why I would rather that.
Right.
Actually, Surface had a few great ones, which I believe he actually calls surface-to-air missiles.
He does.
Yeah. So, Andy, would you rather gain Saudi coverage or lose Korean coverage?
I think I would rather lose Korean coverage because I don't use any of those cards. I don't have any. I don't
You have
want
any Saudi cards?
Yeah, not really. Maybe Quinones soon.
Oh.
If he goes, I'll take the Saudi coverage.
Yeah. The fact that he's like, and I realize the money is still there, but it just sounds so crazy to be like the newly promoted Saudi team. And you're just like, really?
Honestly, it makes total sense for him to go.
Just to get the bag? I mean, his reason is just as good as anyone else's reason.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. I don't think that Mexico's weird. They pay those players really well, and for him to get more money in Europe would be really, really hard. I don't even know where he would go that would make sense and where he would get to play and stuff. Saudi just makes a lot of sense, unfortunately.
It makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got one from our good friend Dylan here. Assuming the matchups are great, would you rather start 2 forwards on a heavy goal-producing team or double defender on a low goal-conceding team?
Yeah. I do double defender a lot, but it's not fun. Double forward is fun. Give me double forward.
Okay. I mean, I think the downfall of Atlas is just so evident in that response. That you used to live and breathe Atlas scoreless matches, and now
you live by the 0-0.
Yeah. Awful. Mike Basson, I appreciate this. Has anyone told JQ how to affect his Sorare status? I mean, no. So theoretically Saudi goes into contender though, right? If they cover it. So like he's actually not technically.
I would assume so, yeah.
Would you rather they don't include Saudi coverage or they include it but in champion?
Don't include it.
Ronaldo back in champion. Come on,
No.
that's what we all want.
No.
Okay.
Be such a shit show. There'd be guys you couldn't pronounce their names at the top of the leaderboards every week.
I mean, we're talking to you about pronouncing things. Come on.
Okay, there'd be guys you have no clue who the fuck they are at the top of the leaderboard.
Dylan had another one because Jimmer said this was boring, but there was another one. This is actually just directed to you. Would you rather be the tickler or receive said tickling?
Oh, I'm sending them.
Can confirm that Andy's on that side. Not from personal experience, just my own eyes seeing it. So Service has an interesting question, but it's also leading to a joke that I'm not actually going to ask. Would you rather have the button, but you could only use it the day the game week opens, or not have it? So like for the weekend, you could use the button, but you could only submit it on Tuesday for the weekend game week.
No.
You're just
No.
Okay. Would you rather get full Liga MX coverage or keep it where we are?
Ooh, that's fun. Bring on the full league. We'll take the full league.
So I think this is a little different with Liga MX because we do have like a number of teams, but I've had this conversation. It's come up a little bit in the Sorare Scandinavia Discord because they're like, let's get the full Danish league. And I'm like, no, I have all of these cards that like are not minted anymore. I don't need more of them out there.
You know, I would have, the answer would have been easy 6 months ago because a big advantage of those MX cards was island game weeks. They were the only teams playing in America, and you could exploit it a little bit. Now where we're at now, where it can't occur because 10 teams have to be playing. Contender has all these other leagues that are playing at the same time. I don't get that crap anymore. So just give us the full league.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair point. This might be the best one, and I wish I saw this at the end because I almost want to like end the show on this. But Jimmer says, would you rather tell your wife about Sorare or Sorare go to zero?
I think most of our wives kind of know what it is, right? Like we don't have.
I would assume so. Mine certainly does since it's my job. But
right. But do you have conversations with your wife about Sorare? Like, honey, I'm thinking about buying.
Oh, not that. But actually, the way it comes up is like when we were watching like a Knicks playoff game, and she's like, "Can't they like give you tickets for these games?" And I'm like, "Not really. Maybe New York City FC, I could get them, but like that's how it comes up."
She doesn't like want to know how much you paid for that card that I sold you this morning.
No, she doesn't. No.
Honey, I bought an Alphonso Davies digital asset 5 years ago.
Digital collectible.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. But that's a.
Have you ever talked to her about a card purchase ever?
No.
Not a single one. You weren't like, I bought Messi.
No. The way it actually came up is my son was asking about like buying a card or something. She's like, does he realize that's like real money? And in the back of my head, I'm like, it's not real money, but I couldn't actually say that. but she was like, he needs to understand that like people are actually spending like real money on these things, and that you can't just like go out and like buy whatever you want just because. And then I'm like, well, of course you can. But like,
the son of a whale.
Yeah, hardly.
Dad can just buy whatever he wants.
Well, it's like, hey, we don't have. Then it's a classic like. This is gonna sound offensive, but I promise it's not. Or I mean, it might be. I promise I'm not trying to offend people with it. But I've noticed that a lot of people play Sorare like a 12-year-old kid would. And it's like, I have a lineup and it's like, oh man, we need, and usually for like some other, it's usually not for football, but it's like, oh, I need a second baseman for this, or, middle infielder. Let's just go buy one. I'm like, I don't want to just go buy one. Cause like and then it's just like, no, just go buy one. And like so many people do that. And the top heavy rewards, I find that like immature people love them. So like we're looking at the prize pool.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah, no, yeah, see? But it's like, for baseball, it's like, do you want to go to Rare Pro or Rare or whatever? And it's like, well, what can you win in Rare Pro? It's like, you win a Super, like, hey, that's cool. Let's do that. I'm like, yeah, but it's a little harder. And you're like, no, let's just do it. Like, oh, you need a few more cards. Yeah, just buy those cards. Let's do it. And yeah, that's all it is. Anyway. How about this one from Nixon? Would you rather know every DNP in advance or every 100 in advance?
Ooh.
Wait, what does that actually mean? What does every 100 in advance mean?
A player that scores a 100.
Oh, I thought that meant 100 DNP. Like 100 DNPs. I was like, oh, that's a great question.
It is. Now, like from like a game theory perspective, which would be better to know? Because like players scoring 100, obviously you got to go buy those players and get them. Yeah, everybody's saying you want the 100s. I mean, if a guy scores 100, he's not a DNP. So you want the 100s, right?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'm all in on the 100. Dilly Dilly said, no one in my gallery scores 100, so no at DNPs. What if you could know every 100 in your gallery if they had them? Like you didn't know every 100.
No, I couldn't go buy it. I couldn't go buy.
Yeah, you couldn't go buy them. Just like, but these are the 100s that are in your gallery. And some weeks it's just 0.
I'll take the 100s, and if I eat DNPs, I mean the struggle there will be goalkeeper, because you're probably not going to have a goalkeeper that gets a 100. So now you're going to be playing the clean sheet game. But I'll take 4 100s.
Yeah, that's all right. Like I said, do you ever just mention a Sorare manager by name in a domestic convo?
Oh yeah, I refer to Jimmer as Jimmer.
But like, I call Jimmer to Jimmer. Like,
right.
I know his what do they call that? Legal name doesn't have the same ring to it, but I know his real name.
I like Vitaly's question from earlier, where what would your wife say when you buy a $2,000 in-season pre-order? He's edging us a little bit into a conversation about the announcement today.
Yeah, watch yourself. I don't think I would spend that much money on a pre-order. I assume that's a super rare, but maybe it's just everything.
Do you think that the way that they're going to accomplish what they talked about will just be using old season photographs?
I hope not. You know what they did for baseball, by the way? So the thing that I saw, one of the concerns that people had was that, like, when a player transfers, then he'll have cards from like the old team.
Yeah.
And like baseball, I don't know if NBA does this. I take that back. NBA definitely does it. They Photoshop.
Yeah.
Just slap on a new jersey, game on, let's go. And I don't know if they're going to do that or not. Rikoman said they're expecting other outline cards. Others have called them what, silhouettes? I don't know.
So you get that, and then you trade it in, or it changes at some point to
a real card.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love speculating on things. This is one I'm just like, I have no idea what they're going to do.
Right. What else was in that announcement that was interesting?
That was all I got out of it. Was there more?
Maybe.
I mean, obviously it's the further confirmation that they're going to be out before the season starts.
Yeah.
They have yet to tell us when. And yet to tell us how many.
I think there was going to be some kind of calendar that shows when different leagues cards will be released.
So that's what I thought that it said, but it's not really what it said. It just says managers will now be able to simply look at the domestic league calendar to know when to expect the cards for a club partner. Do you consider that like their calendar? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, who knows? But I assume, what is it? More announcements next week, Andy. Action-packed summer.
Can't wait for next week.
Let's go. Late May. Yeah. I don't know. I like this question from Graham. Would you rather remove the primary or secondary market?
Primary.
I was going to say, why would you ever want to remove the secondary market?
Yeah. I got to sell my cards to somebody, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Is it the same calendar they told us in mid-February? Wasn't it mid-March?
I don't know, but put sunglasses on before you look at it, or if you can get like those computer glasses that block like the blue lights.
No, we can just go back to our go grab your eclipse glasses.
Oh yeah,
that's what they were for.
Yeah, they're gonna hit you with some neon colors that are gonna blind you.
Vita said he talked to the team following the gameplay announcement about this as a challenge for next season, and they acknowledge already at the time they need to do something much better. We'll see. Are we getting back to the really small font calendar? Maybe.
Small font, neon colors, baby.
Let's go. Brones had a question here. Would you rather buy one super rare or 5 copies of the rare, assuming the super rare is 5x the price, aiming to make as much profit as possible by playing and or reselling?
I think 5 rares is more liquid. So I'll do that. Yeah.
I thought you were going to go with I just like more lineups. And so 5 rares gives me more lineups.
More lineups, more liquidity. Give me the rares.
This is a great one here. Would you rather only ever be able to sell cards to bots or only ever buy cards from Pavel?
God, shoot me now. I really don't do either of those things.
I did both of these things yesterday.
Yikes.
Oh, that's not true. I didn't sell to a bot. I bought from a bot.
Buy from PAL is what I'll choose there. But, man, that's a tough one. Not that I'm anti-bot or anything. I just don't use them.
Excuse me. Would you rather know the next 3 Sorare patches in advance or know the next 10 game weeks top 10 scorers? Wow. That's...
You know, what's funny is like a year ago, I would have chosen the 3 Sorare patch in advance because I feel like they were, I don't know, just still making big changes to the game, and I don't think the next 3 changes will be big.
I'm not even sure the last 3 changes you could have benefited from that much.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what they...
Let's say the 3 changes are 3 changes to the scoring matrix, and you knew those 3 changes. Do you even think like they'd have to be wild changes to the matrix for you to be able to like really cash in on
Like
it?
wild, yeah.
And like even like that last one, remember the Trent Alexander-Arnold that sold for like 9 ETH?
There were 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
AJ bought 3 of them.
how'd that go? Not great.
Do we know that?
I mean,
Obviously, value-wise, it was awful, but
what are you saying that he won 9 ETH?
I was gonna
with
say,
each
has he
of
won a
them?
ton?
I don't think he won 9 ETH with each of those cards.
It wasn't 9. I think it was 9. No, actually, it wasn't 9 for. I was gonna say I think it was 9 for 3 of them, but that's not right. I was trying to look it up here, but oh, did he get rid of all of his rares? Oh, he must have.
You can just look at the Trent chart.
I was gonna see if he like what he won from them.
Oh, I see.
But I'll just show the chart. We can all laugh at AJ. Oops, when was that? Like, what's crazy is you can't even find it.
Yeah. Because that was like the going rate at the time.
Wait a minute. Man. Like in fiat, that's actually crazy that it's not. Is that really? Oh my God, is that really right? Yeah, 7.9, 7.1. It was only 2 of them. Yeah, not so bad, fiat-wise.
Yeah.
Anyway. Would you rather they introduce rolling locks and subs or change the game to SO7 where you have to play 3 goalkeepers? So rolling locks and subs, I'm cool with. It's late swap, I'm not cool with.
Oh,
so I'll take rolling locks and subs.
Why would you do both though? Why rolling locks and subs?
Just to mess this up a little bit, just to do it.
Okay, then yeah, I'll choose that. But yeah, Tally said, in the grand scheme of things, a change of matrix is a grain of sand.
Right.
It's like a haiku or something. It's not.
Jimmer said you can make a lot of money if you knew they were covering Saudi.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to make the argument that you won't make that much, assuming that they stick to their we won't add it unless we add the league. Because the idea is like, oh, you get all these players that like aren't minted anymore and they break the matrix. And I feel like we've kind of seen that none of them really break the matrix. And if they're getting new cards anyway, then like your card is not all that scarce anymore.
You're buying the classic card too. So you're buying this classic card of the Saudi league. And yeah, I don't think you're making any money really.
Yeah, I agree. Would you rather win 1 star per season or a tier 5 every game week? That's easy for me, but
take the tier 5 every game week.
Oh, no chance.
How many tier 5s is that?
104 a season.
Bring it on, baby.
No thanks.
I run good on those, man. I'll
Do you?
Oh yeah, I'll pop
tier 5.
Oh yeah,
5.
Oh,
you were literally just complaining to me about a tier 3 that you won that doesn't play.
Yeah, but I've won tier 4s and tier 5s that are much better than that player. Bring on those tier 5s. Slather me in the tier 5s.
I don't believe you. That's why I wish I could sort this by tier 5. It's going to take.
We don't have to get into specifics and look at actual data and real life stuff. Come on now.
Jackson Hopkins.
He sucks.
Kofi Gigi. I feel like Jimmer should own a card like that.
Yeah.
Matthias Pereira. I'm not going to know any of these guys. Marcel Lubick. 19-year-old goalie. That's pretty nice, actually, for a tier 5. I'll go.
Yeah, I think it's more so the tier 4s that I've run good on, to be 100% honest.
Is this the guy you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't just one. Gotcha. Anyway. Actually, if anybody has any info on Lucas Lavinino, Lavinino. It sounds like I feel like there's an extra N in there for some reason. Anyway, Andy's curious.
I got some offers on him this morning. I was curious.
Would you rather no captain but introduce more levels, meaning higher than 20, or keep it how it is now? Huh. So you could have like a level 30 card, but no captain.
And I know where us olds on the platform stand on that.
Give me level 50.
I've got cards that would be like level 40 or something.
I've realized recently that I have like level 20 cards that I may have never played.
Yeah.
In fact,
just drain them forever.
Where is that Leandro Desabato card of mine?
He's playing in the second tier. We talked about it yesterday. He's playing second tier Romania.
So my card has 27,000 XP. I've never played it.
Do you think that's a step up from Serie D in Italy? Because I think that's where he came from. Like, which league do you think is tougher?
Second Romania or fourth Italy?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great question. I think...
Hey, it's a would you rather, right?
Yeah. I think Romania, second division. But I have absolutely no idea.
Fourth division's got to be borderline, like Sunday league stuff.
Yeah. Like that's...
I would think. I mean, like semi-pro almost.
I mean, it's League 2 in England is fourth division. I don't know. That's a good question. Jimmer said, would you rather want Sean to have flowing locks or watch me try to eat 3-foot-long subs?
I'd love Sean to have long hair.
He doesn't have long hair. It's like super like curly.
Oh, like froze.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean Fro. Give me the Sean Fro.
Yeah. Did he put that on Twitter once?
I don't know, but that would be like the guy from Semi-Pro, Will Ferrell, whatever, Jackie Moon. That's Sean, Jackie Moon.
I mean, because everybody said it looks like Haber. I don't have it. I don't know if anybody ever tweeted it. I was trying to look quickly. Would you rather Saudi coverage or 2D cards become double-sided and spinnable? So 3D.
Give me the 3D cards, I think.
Okay.
I'm not like dying for that Saudi coverage. I don't know. I don't know that it brings much to the platform. That said, if there's some Saudi princes that are dying for, Saudi coverage,
NFT fantasy sports.
Yeah, then I take it all back. Bring on the Saudi League. We could use some oil money on the platform.
For real.
That would be all right.
Would you rather add the Saudi League or the A League? That's it. The answer is A League.
I think the A League.
Yeah. That's easy. For no reason other than Simon and Alistair.
That's
right.
And
they would quit?
St. Louis might be buying the A League guy, by the way.
You are?
St. Louis is, yeah.
Ooh.
Plays for one of the teams in, is it Sydney?
Melbourne has 2 teams.
Yeah.
In another parallel universe, not just a parallel universe, we learned the current matrix was patented by Ultimate Champions. Would you rather they go back to the original scoring system or trust the current team to come up with something not shit?
So the original matrix was basically, it was close to like FPL. It was goals, assists, clean sheets, I think clearances, tackles. That was about it. I don't think there was interceptions. There might not even been tackles. The original Matrix wasn't that bad. It was fine. It was still fun. I could see, there's a world you try to make a Matrix that has everything, and like they have now, and it's just horrible. So I think it's pretty safe to. I would go back to the old one.
Okay, that's fair. Would you rather have so birds or so fruits?
So birds.
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah. I mean,
it's an easy.
I'm a bird guy.
You brought props. I'm so fruits all the way, by the way. Who would win? Somebody asked this on another show. Who would win a Sorare Community Royal Rumble? I haven't seen enough people like in real life to know how big people are.
I don't think it's not about size. Okay, Laird? It's not about size. It's about what you're able to do in the ring. It's about grit, toughness. Can you take a punch? Man, I think Quinny would be underrated in this. I think that he would be dirty as hell. He'd be low blowing people. I think he's got that grit to just tear some people up.
I think the problem is he's just really skinny.
That's okay. He's gonna squirm out of all the holds people try to put him in. He's squirming out. He's gonna use leverage. Yeah. He's gonna do the dirty things needed to win.
Which Sorare content creators have you not seen in person?
I don't know. I think everyone.
Like you've seen a good number of people in person. Because I was going to give you this is not a would you rather at all, but I was going to give you a lightning round and just throw names at you, and you tell me how tall they are.
Okay. We can do that.
But I don't know. I'm trying to think of like how many you've actually met, because I don't.
Honestly, everyone is tall.
Everyone is tall?
Everyone is tall. At least from my perspective. I'm not that short, but I think I'm like 5'10" or something, but everyone I've met is tall.
Okay. I'm fairly certain, well, I'm shorter than you. And I think Harry is my height.
Yeah. Everyone else is tall.
What's that?
I said everyone else is tall.
Everyone else is tall. Like, how tall do you think Parrot Press is?
Our height.
Okay.
Average height.
Do you think, I don't know if we've seen enough, like, no, I think, is Alistair taller than Simon? And how tall are they?
I think Alistair's considerably taller than Simon. I think, yeah. I think Alistair's like 3 inches taller or more than Simon.
And how tall is Alistair?
6'3".
Wow.
He seems like a tall guy.
Wow. Mike's wondering if we've done this before. I don't think I've ever had this conversation. And yeah, Braden, I'm only 5'9" on a tall day. Service said Tony Watt wins the Royal Rumble.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But also, does he do content anymore?
I watched a video the other day of him with his chickens. So okay. I don't think he does Sorare content.
He does SorareAndrews content now. Yeah. That's great.
All right, back to something serious, Andy. Would you rather be guaranteed $2,000 in rewards this season or receive $1,500 now to spend on building for next year?
I'll take the $1,500 now.
Yeah. Easily. Do you take that $1,500 and buy cards with it, or you just go and do whatever you want?
Hit the withdrawal button.
Yeah. You hit the withdraw button, and then you're like, "What am I going to do with all this?" And you're like, "Maybe I'll put it into Sorare and just."
Yeah, no, I would hold it, and I would make a new Premier League in season team if I can afford it for 1,500. Yeah,
Let's go. Limiteds, maybe. I'm curious, Braden. I'm curious how short or how tall you thought I was. I also didn't think 5'9" was that short, but I guess in the Sorare content creator world, everyone's short.
yeah.
Um,
You know who was shockingly tall? Dan from Sorare. He's pretty tall.
he is tall,
Yeah.
but I've seen pictures. He's like long.
Yeah, it's weird because like I saw his picture like on something, and I wouldn't have imagined him being as tall as he was.
Okay,
He's tall.
that's fair. Do you think? Oh no, you met him. Sorry, I'm going to take that one out. Who do you think is taller, Deke or Chani?
I feel like Chani's probably pretty tall.
He's jacked. I know that.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Chani.
Chani, all right.
Sorry, dude.
I also, if I had, well, have I seen all of them on? No, I haven't. I'm going to guess that the make it a double guys in height order. I think Mark is definitely the tallest, but then, I think Az is maybe slightly taller than Adam. I don't know. We'll see if anybody can confirm that. Service said, would you rather Nico sell Sorare to Elon Musk or Donald Trump?
I think Trump's bankrupted most businesses that he was like in charge over. A lot of them, you know, like the Trump Steaks, Trump University. Musk, on the other hand, he's kind of a nutball, but he's good at hyping things. He's good at promoting things. I'll take Elon.
Okay, that's fair.
I
believe Trump's the only one that has NFT experience, though.
That's true. That's actually a great fucking point. I don't know. Do we want to get into religion too now while we're at it? We're going to do politics here. So, you know, would you rather Republican or Democrat, Laird?
Oh, no, I don't want to do that. It's a hard no on that one.
Israel or Palestine?
Would you rather use players under 21 or only over 35? 21 is pretty young.
Over 35.
Hell yeah. Way to be, Andy. Vita said selling Elon Musk would at least give us a window to sell our galleries.
That's actually a great point. A window to start over, you mean?
Well, of course. I bet if he bought it, there would be like an exit opportunity for all. Like he would be like, you know what? If you want out, I'll just buy all your cards.
Well, I don't think you would need that. You would just have all of the people that love Elon would be like, all right, he's taking over this new thing. We got to get in. You know what would probably do really well is the American sports. I don't know that the soccer product would benefit, but like NBA, I feel like would just go absolutely apeshit.
I'm trying to think of the alternative because I have a would you rather, but I only have half of it. So I'm going to have to think of something else that you would.
I've got one, NBA or MLB.
Like Sorare?
Yeah.
MLB. Yeah. But I like NBA, like real life NBA is just miles better than Major League Baseball. Sorry, Surfaced. Trying to think of what. Okay. Well, Andy, would you rather sell your gallery for whatever the price was when it was its absolute maximum, or have to do a daily Sorare show with Gary V?
I think those are both positive things.
Okay.
Gary
I'm not
V
sure I
would be
could listen to
fun.
Gary V every single day.
You couldn't do it?
No. I can't even do it for like 3 minutes.
Why not? You feel like he's like always so full of shit?
It's not even just that, but kind of.
I will say, like, I appreciate like his energy and like positivity and like, you know, drive, I guess. I don't know. Um, like every day I talk to him, I'd be like, "All right, you're right. I got to go to a garage sale and sell all my uh, Fred Emmings, and I'm gonna make bank." And dude, Gary'd get me amped up every day.
All right.
With that said, I'll take 100% of my Sorare.
Oh, okay. You'll take that.
Yeah.
What would Elon Musk rename Sorare to?
One letter. S.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's just S. Do you prefer the Cybertruck or the electric Hummer? Wasn't this the Cybertruck supposed to be bulletproof and then he like shot it and it shattered?
Well, I think it was supposed to be like bulletproof, and then they did did like a live demo, and he had like a ball,
Yeah.
and like he threw it against the window.
Yeah, it just shattered
the window. Yeah.
In fairness, wasn't a bullet.
Right.
Would you rather know who the next superstar at 18, they don't make a big jump until 20, or 3 different tier 2s in your gallery turn into tier 0s next year, but they're all between 27 and 29?
Give me the 3 tier 0s all day.
Yeah.
I don't need any hype boys. No hype boys for me.
Agreed. Would you rather cancel this show forever? We're not allowed to stream together anymore, or have Sorare being sold to Elon?
I think Sorare being sold to Elon is such a positive thing. We want that.
Is it really that positive though? Oh, you just think like all the fanboys are just enough to make us okay?
Oh yeah,
that's.
I think my favorite question so far is from Blue Tomatoes. Would you rather tattoo?
Oh, that's not the one.
Jimmers.
This is Jimmer.
No, not that one. Would you rather have the Sorare Data team working for Sorare, or the Sorare team working for Sorare Data?
So, to put this as nicely as possible, because I'm obviously biased here, one of my colleagues is in the chat here. What benefit does Sorare Data get from having Sorare people work for Sorare Data?
I mean, the button, man, the button. They're working for you. They're gonna make the button. You can tell them whatever you want them to do.
But no, I can't, because they work for Sorare Data now. We can't make the button.
No, you're going to tell them to make the button.
Right, but I'm saying like it's still up to Sorare to decide if the button.
No, they work for you now.
But do they work for us? Like, I think, are you taking this as like we work at Sorare and they work for us at Sorare?
Yeah.
Because I took that as they work for Sorare Data.
Would you rather Sorare buy Sorare Data or Sorare Data buy Sorare?
I mean, I have no interest in Sorare buying Sorare Data. Unless
you do.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. All right. My biggest problem with both scenarios is I just really like playing Sorare, and they both basically end up me not playing Sorare.
Yeah.
Sean's here. I want Sorare Data team in charge of the most important product, which is Sorare. And Mike, this is a fair point that I just don't care as long as I do a job. Would you rather find out that Maxime is Felipe, who's that guy who plays in China, who looks like him, or that Hoodwink is Cecilia?
Well, I already know Maxime is Felipe, so I would rather find out that Hoodwink is Cezina.
Oh, okay. Okay. Would you rather Brad Guzan play to 45 or Lucas Fabianski? Are they not 45 yet?
I don't know.
But I am going to go back to this Jimmer one that I accidentally clicked on. Would you rather tattoo your favorite Sorare card on your calf or be banned from all Discords, Twitter, and Sorare content.
So Fred Hemmings on my calf.
I was gonna say, so basically, is Fred going on your? Yeah, it's Fred, right?
Sven Coombs 69 mint on my calf. Yeah, give me it.
Do you really need another one?
Fair point.
That's not going to make any sense to Sean if he just showed up. Anyway, I felt like there was one before that Sorare data one, but I guess not. SO7 or Cap 220 continuation? No.
What I see people bring up SO7 a lot. What's your take on more cards in a competition? Just muddies the waters, makes it more complex, or does it? Maybe it's good in the current environment where people have all these cards and all these lineups, and just gives you more things to do with your cards.
I feel like it just comes off as a
ploy,
a weak solution to card volume.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, we got enough now. Let's go to SO7. Like,
the game's great as a 5-card game.
It's a great game.
Yeah,
and I feel like SO7 also kind of addresses like a lineup duplication thing, but lineup duplication is not nearly as big of a problem as people think it is.
Yeah, it really isn't.
I would also argue now that with the destruction of midweeks, that it's even less of a problem. Like, that's when we used to see more lineup duplication.
And I mean, that's the whole point of XP levels and collection bonuses. Like, if you're going to go to SO7, why do you need those things?
Right. In 20 years, would you rather watch a 10-episode Ken Burns documentary on the history of Sorare, or a Christopher Nolan fictionalized version of the Sorare story?
I do like Ken Burns, so I want the documentary.
I think I would say the documentary too, but man, a Christopher Nolan fictionalized story of a Sorare story just sounds awesome.
Who plays Nicholas? Like, make the cast for me. Chat, make the cast.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's something that AI should be able to do. Like, what? Although Nellis should do it. Nellis is all about the "what do you look like" or "who else do you look like" content. He should do it.
Oh, he should make the cast. I was gonna say, I don't think Nellis could be any of the characters on the.
No.
Who would play Nellis, though?
I was just about to say, it would be the one of this fictionalized one, but Nellis actually plays Nellis, and we're just like, oh, okay.
Or I don't know, he's maybe like a Seth Rogen or something. Like goofy, funny guy.
Mike Basson said Kevin Spacey. Kaiser Soze needs to be Nico.
Yeesh.
Quinny could play Dan.
Yeah. That works.
That's in. We're in. All right. It's turning out easier than I thought.
Ricardo said most of the documentaries are about huge downfalls. Hope we never see it.
Agreed. Philly Davis said 7 is kind of not a great number. Isn't it like a lucky number for a lot of people?
It is.
SO5, no sub, or UC style 11-man with subs. By the way, UC style is really Sorare data style. I mean, if anybody should have patented 11 aside with subs, Sorare games, it's Sorare data. Rest in peace.
You can always bring it back.
Those were fun. I wonder why those guys got rid of it.
Yeah, tell Maxime I said that you guys should bring it back.
I'm sure he'll get right on that.
I'll get a nasty DM from, why the hell did you say that?
Anyway, I'm still laughing at this. Quinny could play Dan.
Yeah.
But then who plays Quinny? Surely Quinny is in the documentary. Like, surely. Anyway, where were we? Oh, just Would You Rathers, right? That's right. We have nothing to talk about today. Did I miss any before?
Did you have any midweek lineups, Laird?
I had 2.
Did you get DNPs in them and win nothing?
So I had limited cards that I could have played and just like forgot about them. I didn't play them. I went for 4-man thresholds in rare and super rare. And how many points do you need in super rare for the low threshold? 320?
I thought it was 330.
I don't even know. I think it's only 320.
Is it?
I like this. Quinny just plays everyone. So I just need Quinones to score 123 points, 123.47.
Raw or with your bonus?
No, with the bonus.
Okay.
It's a super rare. So like,
do you have it captained?
No.
He may not even start.
No, yeah, I don't expect him to.
No.
And I'm 172 points away in rare with no players left. Uphill climb on that one.
It is really interesting that like they're managing trying to win the league and sell their star player at the same time.
It's weird, right?
Yeah, but I guess didn't PSG kind of go through that with Mbappe a little bit, or did they already have the league?
Except they're getting nothing out of it.
Yeah.
Right, and they had already won the league.
Yeah.
Did you just compare Julian Quinones to Kylian Mbappe?
I mean, he's better.
I mean, that's what I mean. Like, why would you compare the GOAT to Kylian Mbappe?
Right.
Surface said he did an AI image recognition for who could play me. Hits included Seth MacFarlane, Simon Pegg, and David Spade. I feel like those are all quite insulting. I don't even know who Simon Pegg is, though.
Yeah, I don't agree. You've got a better voice than Seth MacFarlane's stupid voice.
But he has like voices. He's an actor. I'm sure he could change.
But they're all like the same, and they're
all the same.
Annoying. They drive me nuts.
Your top one was Ricky Gervais, apparently.
Okay.
Do you think someone is already working? This is going to be insulting.
When did that ever stop us?
Who do you think is already working on the Sorare documentary?
Nobody.
Really?
Yeah, we're a pimple on the ass of everything. You know, like a fart in the wind.
No. I think you're thinking of this wrong, incorrectly. I think you are like Ken Burns is sitting down and be like, what's my next documentary? And like Sorare is not even on the list. But there are a few people from this community who are no longer, well, actually, they are still sticking around this community despite not actually playing Sorare, who are probably putting all of the pieces together.
Oh, you're talking like if Gaka were to make a Sorare. Like
how many chapters of the Sorare documentary have already been written by Gaka?
You're not wrong.
We just have to hope that they're not good directors and producers.
Yeah.
Service said one thing I would do if I could go back to 2019 would be do a lot more capturing of history. Screenshots and written observations would be really fun to have now. I mean, can't you just go back to like Nellis streams? He's been streaming, and Quinny streams. Like they've been doing stuff. I mean,
SorareAndrews from 2019. You know, it's funny. I wanted to see the other day how many shows we had done. And I messaged you this. I think we've done 150. This is our 151st show.
Yes.
But I randomly like stumbled upon an old RotoWire one, and it was with Randy, aka Cunny, from the creator of
CryptoSlam.
And we were talking about like collectability, like what makes these NFTs worth something.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really interesting to rewatch something from 4 years ago or whatever. I think it was 4 years ago during the NFT boom, and just hearing opinions then versus like where we're at on things now. And it's just, it's an interesting listen.
That's, yeah. Because I always kind of like joke around about content from like a while ago when it's like, can you make a competitive lineup for only 5 ETH? And you're like, look back and you're like, that's 30 grand. And they're
Right.
like, oh, okay.
I thought what was most interesting though, like a lot of the conversation was about like, it was, you know, talking about how more these cards were like collectible cards, and you know that you can use in the, it was like the reverse of what we talk about now, where it's a fantasy game but you get these collectibles.
Huh.
And we were talking about it at a much different perspective at the time. And like even Randy was like talking about like cards that he would desire, and they were not cards that were like good in the game. It was like, you know, like he was talking about like, oh, I would be collecting the old 2018 original year cards, because like in the grand scheme of things, those will be what are worth money. And it is interesting to think like, what would have to happen for that to happen? Like where people are like desiring these old 2018 cards that only had 4 minutes. Why would somebody want that right now? They probably don't.
Yeah, that was a great show. Collection bundle, I believe we called it.
Yeah,
If
probably.
anybody wants to look back. The interesting part of that was also, if I remember correctly, how much emphasis he put on like original mints, like the first like 10 cards ever minted, not just like the first season. And it was like guys we had never heard of, and we're just like, really? And he's like, yeah, those will definitely be the ones someone will want. And we were just like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
But he was also like super into jersey mints, age mints, anything that like made the card special in any way.
Mm-hmm.
He was like really into that, I guess.
I do remember, because like the jersey mint thing and the one of, I don't think that jersey mints were ever a thing in like physical cards. Like, are there even numbered cards like that anymore?
I never really I never got that deep, and like I got into physical cards, but I never got into the actual money making side. And yeah. So I don't know.
Just the money lighting on fire side.
Yeah.
Because I thought that the jersey mint concept came from Top Shot, and like I understand the one of, and I sort of like I get the jersey mint thing, but it did feel like just this made up like, oh no, we've decided that this type of card is actually more desirable, and when enough people think it is, that's it.
I don't think that's where it came from. I think that's where a lot of us heard of it from.
Oh, okay. I can't think of like where else it would have come from though.
The weird thing in Top Shot, your card was worth more money if it was just a lower mint than someone else's.
Like as simple as that.
Yep. If I had the 60,000th LeBron James, it was worth more than your 60,001 LeBron James. And that was just very weird to me. Because realistically, there's nothing special between the two cards. It's just mine has a lower number on it.
The one that got me is that every 23 mint is more valuable on Top Shot because Michael Jordan wore 123, and it's like, this moment has nothing to do with Michael Jordan. Who cares?
Somebody just said that at some point, and then
enough people are like, you know what?
People agreed.
Yeah. You know what? That's right. I might have to go
and
back and watch
9 minutes. You know, people like certain things. You know.
I'm also going to say I believe this is the 151st SorareAndrews, but I don't think it is the 151st show we've done together. I think there was certainly at least one at RotoWire before SorareAndrews. I remember the first show we did together was when I was at RotoWire, and 2 seconds before we started, you were like, By the way, my name's also Andrew. I was just like, whoa, just out of nowhere. Like, okay. Jimmer said there are 22 2018 Sorare cards on the market right now.
Let's see what they are.
Oh, I was just going to say, let's go buy them.
Oh, you're going to pull them up.
Did I actually push the button? I did. Got some good cards in here. A lot of Felipe's. Horvath, super rare. Is that 2 Declan Rice super rares? Wow. Salad makers.
I might have to buy that Felipe.
Yeli Batelli? Jimmer. You have to buy which one?
The Felipe Anderson.
Which one?
Well, I'll buy the rare maybe.
What?
Although it's weird because I have a 2019 West Ham collection, so he doesn't really fit in with that collection.
This is a jersey mint. I'm serious.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Johan Boley, 1 of 10. Oh my God. Salad makers is 1 of 10?
For $1,100. Jesus.
That Oceanman one is cool. Felipe going to Brazil.
What about that Ochoa? Future MLS star.
Yeah, these are cool. Dion Cools is part of the Midland collection that I have, and I think he only has like a handful of cards.
You gonna pay $251?
Makers with a defender card. Let's see, is it much better? No. Look at Bellama, trading for champ, yet selling champ. Oh, that's a 1 of 100 also. Like, do you think there comes a day where someone's like, all I really want is the 2018 Jordan Bataka super rare because it's so collectible? Look at the absolute legends here.
Do you think a card's worth more if it was once owned by Sorare or YNWA?
It's so funny you ask that because this is a similar question here from Vita. Should a card that has been in many podiums be worth more than the same card that never has been?
Maybe some invisible luck.
That's yeah. Like
this card runs good.
Yeah, exactly.
The card runs good. The card
runs good.
Yeah.
I think there are people out there who would pay slightly more for a card that has been on a podium. Like, I actually think if Sorare Data had something in the, like, if you looked at all of the public offers here and just like in the corner, there was like a little trophy and you're like, this card has been on the podium. I bet if there were 2 cards that were the exact same price, or I'm sorry, if there was 2 cards that were like same XP, same year, whatever, but one was slightly more, but it had been on a podium, that there are lots of people who would buy that podium card.
Jimmer made a joke about attachments, but attachments were a funny idea from the MLB project that we were a part of a long time ago. Attachments were basically like if a player wins Rookie of the Year, you get like a little attachment on the card or a stamp, something. I always thought that would be kind of cool on a Sorare card. Like, you know, your player wins Golden Boot and get a little Golden Boot icon in the corner or something. I like that idea better than like, oh, it won an SO5 podium. Who cares? Who cares that it won an SO5 podium? But that player won the Golden Boot in 2019. That's pretty cool.
I think more people would want the podium. Andy, you fucking did this to me earlier today, showing off, thinking that your Michael Bradley super was better than mine because I won exactly 0 rewards and you won a bunch.
Well, my Michael Bradley was he played harder, he worked harder, he ran further. He was a better card for me.
So I think if we both listed our Michael Bradley cards, I think people would look at the rewards and be like, this one wins more.
No, people know who you are. They'd be like, oh, Laird. Oh, Laird's got this one. I want Laird's version.
In fairness, that's usually a pretty good one. Yeah. Somehow he'll come out of retirement and go play for Ajax.
Yeah.
Be better than Jordan Henderson. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Would you rather Michael Bradley come out of retirement or Leandro Desabato to play in a covered league?
Leandro.
Really?
I mean, I've got his rare and his super. That's 2 cards, 2 different utility. Yeah. Send him back to the J League.
For those of you who are unaware, there was a time in my Sorare career where if Andy told me to buy a card, I just bought it. When I pulled this up, I actually thought that was going to say $357.
Mm-hmm.
But I bought this card because I don't even remember. What was the reason? Did he transfer?
No, he was doing good in the J League. If you look at his scores, he scored pretty good. He was like a defensive mid, and he might even have had some sets.
I'm not even sure I can pull up his scores.
Oh, he's so old it breaks your website.
Yeah, I like it just took down the whole website.
I mean, you got a good price on him.
Zora, is that a jersey mint? No. You got.
I mean, if Zora's buying him, then he's a good card.
Yeah, I will.
I guess they don't. I guess you guys don't have Romania second division scores on there, huh?
No, I guess not. All right, last one. Let's say you win a special MLS Weekly this summer. For the prize, would you rather be forced into a 30-minute Zoom call with Lionel Messi or Emil Forsberg?
I think Emil Forsberg would be fun to like have a few beers and ask him lots of questions about his family. I think he hates his family.
I think so too. Do you think it's more like, I don't know Emil Forsberg, but what if like his family, like his wife is actually awesome and he's actually the weird one?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But that said, Surface, I'll bet you could resell your Zoom call with Lionel Messi, and you could find somebody that would buy that off of you.
Right. You sell the passcode to get into the Zoom.
Yeah, the Zoom meeting room code. And somebody would probably pay a lot of money for that.
I mean, people would definitely pay money for a Messi Zoom call, for sure.
I think people would pay a lot of money for 30 minutes to talk to Messi.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right. That's it. That's all I got. Thank you to everybody for coming. If you are watching this live, the next show will be Tuesday.
What?
Sorry. No show tomorrow. No show Monday. Tuesday has the chance to be, I want to say this, that's not insulting to everyone else.
The greatest Sorare Data podcast of all time.
No, it could be, but I believe it might be the smartest one ever.
Oh. Well, you're not going to offend me with that, so
I'll still be here.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah. I think there's a decent chance that conversation happens and people like, I think it might be the smartest podcast, smartest stream we've ever had.
Can you give us a hint? First letter of your guest?
It's 2 guests.
Ooh.
And they don't have any comparable letters to start their name. They've both been on the show before, not together.
Okay.
But they're coming together for this show to do a smart show on Tuesday. What's also funny is I think Keith thinks he's coming on Tuesday, but he's not.
I was going to guess Keith. Yeah.
Oh, Mike said Penn and Teller.
So one of them can talk and one of them can't.
I will say that might be a little bit of a hint, though. Thank you to everybody for coming. Enjoy your weekend, even though it's only Thursday. And yeah, I'll see you next week.
Welcome to the Sorare Andrews Show.